Hello, my name is Jett Omari Stephens. I have come today in honor of Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech in 1963 during the March on Washington. And so, I myself have made a speech titled No More Bullying in Our Schools, addressing the issue of bullying in America. I have a dream that one day, children across the nation can live securely without the constant threat of bullying. Sufferers of bullying inhabit a lonely island of shame and a massive sea of cruelty. The victim continues to suffer in the corners of their school societies, find themselves outcasts in their own classrooms. And so, I've come here today to dramatize a shameful state. In a sense, I've come to the Board of Education to cash a check. When the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence was written, it was to protect all victims of bullying. Our forefathers signed a promissory note to which we, the victims of bullying, were to inherit. This was a promissory note that all students would be entitled to the indisputable rights of life, liberty, safety, and happiness. I'm happy to join you today in what will go down as the greatest demonstration against bullying in the history of our schools. Many years ago, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. This decree came as a great beacon of light for millions of boys and girls who are being bullied by people who don't care. 200 years later, students are still being bullied. In the 21st century, young people are committing suicide because of bullying. In the 21st century, children are crying out for help. It is the job of the Board of Education, as well as parents, to listen to students who are being bullied. In every school in America, children are finding themselves exiled in their own schools. So, I've come here today to dramatize the shameful condition of bullying. It's obvious today that the Board of Education has defaulted on a promissory note. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, the Board of Education has given the victims of bullying a bad check, one marked insufficient funds. It will be deadly for our school systems to overlook the urgency of the issue of bullying. I refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. I refuse to believe that the Board of Education has insufficient funds to address the issue of bullying. I've come to cash this check with the Board of Education, a check that will give the victims of bullying freedom and security in their schools. This is the urgency of now. There's no time to engage in thinking about it. Children are dying every day. Now is the time to believe that children are our future. Teach them well, let them lead the way. Now is the time for parents to take back their homes and to start parenting. Now is the time for parents and the Board of Education to take bullying seriously and to save the lives of all children, the bully and the victim. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all the victims of bullying. These are the children of our future. The year 2018 isn't a conclusion, but a commencement. Those who condone brutality and injustice will have a rude awakening if the schools return to business as usual. There will be neither rest nor calmness in the schools until the victims of bullying, physically, mentally, and emotionally, are secured. This means that there will be a shaking of the foundation of our school systems until every student is safe. As we walk this bullying road, we must take a stance. We cannot give in. There are some who ask, when will you be satisfied? I cannot be satisfied as long as the innocent student falls victim to the unspeakable horrors of brutality and from a fellow student. I cannot be satisfied as long as the victims suffer physical, mental, and emotional distress. I cannot be satisfied as long as the victim's self-confidence is slowly eaten away by teasing, gossiping, rumors, and threats. I cannot be satisfied as long as students are stripped of their self-esteem from a bully's inferred slogans. No nerds, metal mouths, elves, fat, or witch-faced kids are allowed here. I cannot be satisfied as long as students become victims of bullying just because of their intellect, appearance, height, weight, etc. No, no, no. I will not be satisfied until the words bully, bullies, bullying, gossip, rumor, exclusion, and teasing are no longer used in our vocabulary in the schools. And this will be the day when all school children can sing in unity, the greatest love of all. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. And if, by chance, that special place you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in love. And if the schools of America to become great, then this needs to be true. So, let bullying cease in the schools of New Hampshire. Let victims of bullying rise in the schools of New York. Let bullying cease in the schools of Colorado. Let safety rule in the schools of California. Let love ring in the schools of Georgia. Let hope ring in the schools of Pennsylvania. And let no more bullying reign in any schools of our nation. And when this happens, and it will happen in every preschool, every elementary school, every middle school, every high school, every college, and university, we will scream, safe at last, safe at last. Thank God Almighty. Students of bullying are safe at last. Thank you for your time.